flesh on my tongue, blade in the dark, climbing the ribs of the world from the roots of the scars we carved. Loving like rivers, names in the stone. Every fall, every broken bone, hammered my heart into armor. Dragon warrior, I rise through the smoke, from the molten graves below to the cold sky above. Dragon warrior, archfiend on the throne. I will tear his kingdom open till the fire swallows his crown.
All right. Hey, so we are back. We're doing things slightly different, and hopefully things will work and run smoothly. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It is Tuesday. um, so we are running multi-streaming YouTube and Twitch today. We're using Restream to do it in the hopes that it uses less VRAM. I've been having some memory issues because I only have 3 GB of VRAM, and so it can be difficult running and streaming certain things as I only have the one computer. So try and restream because I think they do a little bit more work on their end than what my computer does. So looking at memory, it's at 1.8 out of 3, which is good because it's usually like about 2.5, and then could potentially crash. So we're going to see how it works today. We might continue to do it this way. The only downfall is I'm limited. Let me pull it up here. On Twitch, you're probably only going to be able to watch on 1080p. Oh, they transcoded me today. Look at that. They wanted to prove me wrong. We are transcoded today. Thank you, Twitch. So you can watch me on multiple qualities. However, that's probably not going to be an everyday occurrence. It would be nice. Whereas, YouTube, of course, is always transcoded. Yep, it's always transcoded. I had to double check just in case, don't want nothing proving me wrong. So we are transcoded today. Can't promise you tomorrow. If we are multi-streaming, so if you want to watch the stream tomorrow and it's not transcoded and maybe your device or your internet can't handle 1080p, you can always swing over to YouTube and watch it there, where I'm always transcoded on YouTube, so that won't be a problem. Let's see. It means I can watch 3 streams on this old laptop instead of just 1 or 2. There you go. So we're going to see how this works. As you can see, I'm also talking on my headset microphone, which a couple days now we've been having some issues with it, where it's bugging out. So we're going to see if maybe that was related to memory issues, and maybe it wasn't the mic itself. Maybe it was just there was too much being used, and the mic was bugging out, because I don't know. We'll see. If it starts bugging out, let me know, and we'll switch to the other cheap, crappy mic, and we will go from there. All right. So, Dragon Quest III. I'll let you know if it breaks again. I appreciate that, Valerian. I hope you're doing well today. One good thing about using Restream is I get a nice little chat dock on OBS that combines both chats together, so that I can look at one chat screen and be able to read all of y'all's conversation instead of having to look to my right and then look to my left to keep track of everybody. It's a little bit more convenient in that sense. They also have it to where you can put it on your screen, but that would go against Twitch's multi-streaming policies. So we're probably not going to do that unless they change their policy at some point. So until then, I can see what everybody's saying, but y'all will only be able to see what your platform is saying. That being said, you are always welcome to bounce between the two if you're wanting to communicate with each other. Or if I'm having a conversation with one platform and the other platform is not, in the loop, please let me know and I'll try to get you in the loop. We are almost done with this game, yes. Are we at the final job grind? We are pretty much, yes. I just need to get chosen to learn his next ability, which probably be a few levels, and then we're going to turn him into a thief, and then we're going to try to finish the game with a hero, a warrior, a thief, and I guess a merchant. Of course, we could always turn her back into a priest and get her to finish learning her healing magic, because she never finished as a priest. because we turned Magus to a sage and didn't really need her as a priest. So we could always turn her back into a priest. Priest fights with spears and stuff, so they're just as useful as a merchant. All right, so we're going to play this. We're getting closer and closer to the end. We're kind of doing some exploring right now. This is the world, believe it or not. Let's pull up world map. This is the world in the first game. So when we went to the underground is the very first game's world. This is its map. And in the first game, you didn't have a boat. So you couldn't really sail around the world. You can only walk where they would let you walk. That being said, there is some differences in the map. There's some bridges missing. Obviously, the boat area here was not in the first one. And this was kind of blocked off by a mountain from what I remember. And there was a cave that we had to go into here. And then I think there was another bridge over here that brought you down this way. I don't think you could come down here either. I think this was like all mountain. Anyways, to find out for sure, you can always pull up my playlist over on YouTube for Dragon Quest I. It's not the remake. Sorry, guys. We played it before they released the remake. But it should show you relatively the same thing. So we're supposed to go here to this circle, and then we got these 4 X's to check out as well. And we've explored around this area. This is Slime Island right here, where you have a chance of fighting metal slimes and liquid metal slimes, which give you a lot of experience points, so it's good for leveling up. But we're also kind of exploring around these islands, trying to pick up the little random loot that's everywhere, and just also kind of see what's on the map. In my memory, these islands were not here in the original map. It just, you went this way and it connected a bridge over here, and there was a village up here. And then there's no bridge here, but you pass through a cave, which is also, spoiler alert, where the princess was being held by the dragon, and you had to defeat the dragon to save the princess. But that also brought you over here, where there was another town, and then you had to make a rainbow bridge to get to the demon lord's or dragon lord's castle, which is probably what we're sort of going to have to do again in this game to get over there. They've kind of been hinting at it. I'm not exactly sure what's down here. I think in the original there was a shrine that you could teleport here, and there was some prophet or somebody telling you what to do, basically. So might be the case again. But now that we have a boat, we can a little bit easierly move around the map without having to worry too much about obstacles. And you still fight in the boat. It's just the bird that you don't fight, which, as you can see, we don't have our bird. We had it for a short while, and now we can't use it. But, yeah. So, I think we pretty much got the strongest equipment that we can get. Of course, you know, there's a few towns we haven't been to yet, so that might prove me wrong. Let's see. Boom. Probably zoom there and be closer to where we left off. Alright. So, this is a ruin that we're not exploring yet. Nobody's really said anything about the ruin. Which, in that case, might not... that might be a normal thing. Because in the beginning of the game, we run into a town where the town has been cursed. They're all asleep. You find out what happened was a human from that town fell in love with an elf girl, or fairy girl, in the fairy town. The two of them fell in love, and the queen doesn't like humans, and so they ran off together, and they took the dream stone with them. And so she believed that her daughter was actually tricked by the human. He stole the dream stone to make money, and her daughter's ashamed to return home. Nobody tells you where they went, where to find them. There's no quest, nothing. And so I'm like, okay, let's see if we can find a quest for it. So we continued about our business, traveled just about all over the world, and there's no talk about those two at all. So you just randomly encounter the cave to the west of the fairy village, explore it, and find out that they killed themselves because her mother didn't approve. And that's where the dreamstone was. And so you get the dreamstone, you take it back to the fairy queen. She's, all upset and whatnot that, her actions caused her daughter to do that. And she decides to lift the spell on the humans that are asleep. However, she still doesn't like humans and doesn't really want to deal with them. And that's that. So it's like, if you didn't just go exploring in that cave, that town would still be sleeping because there's no quest or anything for it. So it could potentially be the same thing with this cave. So I tell you what, why don't we just go ahead and explore it? We're going to be like Skyrim and Fallout, and we're just going to explore things we shouldn't. Although in these old school RPGs, lots of times if they don't want you somewhere, they're going to make sure you don't go there. There'll either be a locked door you can't open, an obstacle in your way, or you're going to get your ass beat by like superior monsters. Matter of fact, that's kind of how these original Dragon Quest games were. When you start the game, you level up in the area. If you crossed a bridge or went to another section on the map, you usually got killed by the monsters because you weren't ready yet. So you had to level up, get stronger equipment, and then you can move to the next area on the map. Well, there's the next door or stairs, but we got a lot of area to explore here. Let's go down. How's the game audio? Is it good? Ooh, what do we have here? I mean, we could use our boomerang. It would hit all of them, but I don't know how hard it would hit them all. He's got his whip. Whip it good. He could do a roundhouse kick, and she could do the helicopter. And it's a great troll. That's what they are, great trolls. All right, we got one still standing. Attack. Attack. I'm going to say there should still be stronger equipment we haven't gotten. One of the traditions in the Dragon Quest games is there's usually what's called, originally it was called the Metal Babble equipment, armor, shield, helmet, blah, 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 and sword. And then further on, the name changed to liquid metal. So in this, they call them liquid metal slimes. So I'm wondering if we'll have the liquid metal armor in this game. I don't remember from the original game. I do know it pops up in the fourth game for sure. Audio sounds good to me, but I may not be the best judge right now. Hey, I can understand that. I don't hear things like I used to be honest with you. I don't see as good in the dark either as I used to. I don't think I'm at the point of needing glasses yet, but I do bump in the dark. Step into things, kick things. The eyes don't adjust like they used to. We keep getting these eye shields that we really don't need. Alright, we're gonna go up. Ooh, treasure! The trolls are back. I'm not sure. How hard did the boomerang hit? I gotta pay attention this time. Not too bad. Oh, that's right. This cave blocks magic. You cannot use magic in this cave. That's gonna suck for healing. But we can use abilities. And we can use items, of course. The mysterious power nullifies the spell. They won't let us use it outside of battle. So we're gonna use up our items. So okay, we got plenty of money to buy more. All right, we're gonna go up. See nothing there. Ooh. I cannot use spells, but I can use abilities. I will have to keep an eye on magic points. You don't have a lot of healing stuff. Magic. We're gonna use a musk just in case, because we don't have our monster wrangler anymore. Nope. You can only get him with the monster wrangler. Now with the musk, we're gonna end up with more encounters. Hocus poker? It's kind of funny they're trying to use magic and they can't. This is their cave. All right, we're gonna go all the way down just to make sure we didn't skip anything, miss anything. Go down this long hallway. Ooh, something. All right. They're back. All right, so the boomerang wasn't really all that effective on most of them. boulders didn't really work on the hydras. Let's try cold breath. Yeah, y'all keep trying to use magic. See, that's why it's important to have abilities. Oh, let's see. What will we find here? All right, this one's pretty much straightforward here. Make sure there's nothing like hidden on the ground. Probably a good thing they can't use magic. It actually is working in our favor. Metal slash. That will come in handy. As long as they don't run away. Oh, let's see. Let's see. What do we have for? There we are. Paralysis. All right. What's down here? Treasure. Money. You know, at this point, I'd rather have a really cool item or weapon or something. Not really money. I have plenty of money. Alright, we're going to use the boomerang, even though it doesn't work on two of them. They killed Chosen. Alright, where's my Yggdrasil-leafs? That reminds me, I should make sure everybody has one. Got one, got one, got one, got one.
Gotcha!
Well, let's see what's down here. Treasure. A thief's turban. I think we already have some. Yep. Don't think anybody can use it at the moment. Too weak for Atlas. Well, her magic just got recovered. We can't use magic, but abilities take magic points. One left. Ooh, a door. Looks like this is the last map. Discovery ring. My dog is barking. Give me a second. All right, I am back. All right, we got a recovery ring and some trolls and some hocus pokers. Hey, we made it to 50. Oh, there's one all the way up there. That must be something good. Oh, not a mimic. Gotta watch out for mimics. I wonder if we can fall down here. Blizzard Blade, a new sword. Assault a group of enemies with razor-sharp icicles when used as an item in battle. And it is stronger, look at that. Now, the Thunder Blade, stronger for him? It is, so let's give him the Thunderbolt Blade. Go into our items. This is stronger, but sometimes it misses. So we're just going to kind of hold on to it. Mini metal we have now. 51. A hero shield. An undying symbol of heroism through the ages. This shield protects against fire and ice. 400 defense. Alright, I think we got all the treasure. We can fall, look at that. Does it do that for every side here? Nope. Okay. Kinda wondering why they even let you fall at all. Oh, that's right. We can use an item though. Ooh. It nullifies an item. So we got a walkout. technically speaking, the Chimera wing should have worked. See if it's just the room. Nope. They want us to walk. Okay. We can use holy water, which will reduce the number of encounters. It's just a weak crackle spell. Shame his shield didn't change in appearance. The music changed a little bit. Let's see if we can use it now. Once I can find it. Nope. And we're out. Oh Lord, let's turn that money gold into good cash. We're gonna pay off some bills. All right, let's see what kind of items he has. All right. Not where I wanted to go. Sometimes the finger is quicker than it needs to be. We'll get it right eventually. All right, let's try out some metal slimes, shall we? These are not the slimes that I am looking for. These are also not the slimes that I am looking for. There's two. Let's hope they don't run. Cowards!
Brace yourself! Brace yourself!
Got 3 metal slimes in there. So that's just what we're gonna do. We'll keep the boomerang. The boomerang's gonna get rid of the other ones. Boomerang actually worked on the first slime, but it was like a critical hit. Most of the time it doesn't work. Come on, metal slimes, don't be shy. Ooh, please, some stay. Now one. Cowards, come back. All those liquid metal sounds and slimes, and we were only able to kill one because they ran away like little chickens. And we got a bulb. I'd rather get seeds. It raises our stats. Okay, they're back. But for how long? Is Oh, go on.
You're mine.
Well, we got 1,000.
You're mine.
Come back, chicken. All right, we're going to try one more battle, and then we're going to go exploring. Okay, that was it. Come back here later if need be. All right. Looks like there's something there on that bigger top island. Let's have a look. A tower? Let's use Flame Slash with a Blizzard Sword. What do you think? Still hit pretty hard, though. Alright, we're going to come back around with the boat. Junk. Tower of Rubus. Ooh, what could be the Tower of Rubus? You can go in it too. I don't know. We should probably come back. We can always zoom back to it now that we've been inside. What is on this island? I don't really see anything. Back to the ship. Let's see. Go back this way. After I've explored these other sections of island here. think we were on the other side of the island, maybe. Maybe just that little one. I don't see anything. Been there. I don't think that either is going to be good for anybody. Zombie Bane is definitely not that strong right now. Although it might still be effective on the ghouls. They're kind of moving on their own there. See their feet moving like they're on turbo. Top of the mountain. Got some steeds. We're gonna check out this continent here before we go south. We're gonna go this way because I think there's a town up there. Of course, we need to explore because there might be random loot here and there. See, also something out in the water over there. Definitely getting more experience on land than we are on sea. Just one? Alright, let's get him. Yep, I see a town. Sometimes you just gotta do it quickly. Oh. Hot springs. Thou art welcome to the village of Coal, wanderer. Sometimes they have stuff hidden on the ground and you won't see it. You'll just get a bubble asking you to interact. What do you want it? Rosmere begins to glow. Got a new monster. Silly is its name. Silly was very silly. Master of the item shop is an artificer of the sublet guild. I did once hear tell that he was in fact a smithy of no little reputation in a past life. One wonders why he ceased plying his trade. Hast thou heard tell of the Sword of Kings, perchance? Eh? 'Twas a miraculous blade of surpassing power. Last, the legend tells that it was rent asunder by a great devil, and its pieces strewn hither and yon. But so unyieldingly was the weapon wrought that the devil spent fully 3 years in its breaking. Lo, 'twas a mighty blade indeed. Sage's staff probably would have been good for the sage, which we can't do anymore. The sage who crafted this was clearly a cut above the rest. Heals allies' wounds when used as an item in battle. The question is how well. We can get 2 shields, 2 mirror shields. Mysterious mirror found on the shield sometimes reflects spells. That'd be good. Maybe we'll put that one in the bag then. I only got one girl, so I don't need another magic bikini. Whisperings reach mine ears. I hear tell of holy Rufus trapped within a tower, atop an isle in the ocean west of here. Somebody finally talked about it. Oh, that the fairy flute might fall into my hands, then might I free holy Rufus from the cursed statue that bindeth her. Don't I have that flute? I have the echo flute. And the lyre. No fairy flute. Oh, I'm such an idiot. That blasted Robin Hood sold me a steel broadsword he swore was the sword of kings. Legends tell that sword of kings was wrought from Foudus auriculum, but where might such a substance be found? Oh, it's an orc sword. That's what the orc swords were made out of in Elder Scrolls. Master of the island shop above claimeth to hail from a land named Japang, but one has heard of such a place. I have. Matter of fact, I saved them from Orochi.
I was a swordsmith in my beautiful homeland. True bliss I did know until Orochi. The fiend ruined all our lives. My bliss in tatters. She came for my wife, demanded her sacrifice. So we fled Jipang. I lost everything. My ancestors' tools all gone. Oh, my prized hammer. Alas, with no tools, I cannot do my old job. So I sell items.
I might have to go back to Pang, talk to somebody, and get his tools, maybe? Rochi's ransom. I was to be sacrificed, no choice but to flee. Driftwood on the tide, we washed up on this world's shore, born yet unbroken. Pang's great swordsmith, my husband, lost his hammer. Please visit his shop. Who would put poison right in front of their booth? Though the goddess is our light, our radiance, and the lord of the underworld, the darkness of night. Long had the light in the darkness, the wellsprings of all power done battle, yea, since the very dawn of time. Obtain the Spear of Light, and the Dark Lord's power might be checked at last. The battle might yet be ended. Greetings, young one. Thou hast come to soothe thine aches, I trust. Wilt thou be displeased perchance to soak with me? Verily, the young of this age are changed. Thou knowest not that thou art. Splendid, though doth the water seem to thee too cold, perchance. Yeah, the fault lieth with the darkness which smothered the land. For a day when we might at last enjoy a steaming hot bath once more. Any metal. The fairy flute. Head to the tower to the north and free Rufus. Behold the public baths. Enter, wander, and cleanse thyself. Hang on, it's you! What's that? Oh, them lot are all off digging some tunnel way down south in the marshy spot. Didn't fancy it myself, so I took the day off. Ever since I got split up from the boss, I've been taking on odd jobs just to make ends meet. Oop. I do that all the time. Alright, let's try to go back to Japan here and see if we can find his hammer. He's probably going to be the one that fixes the sword, but we'll probably have to find the sword pieces first. Traveled here to preach the word of the goddess, our holy mother. Instead, I sermonize on methods of government and means of production. The goddess moves in mysterious ways. She is not our own. Seeds blown from distant gardens may nurture our land. Democracy calls, but its cry echoes hollow through arid canyons. So it is abroad, and so too could it be here. Fields plowed yearn for seed. My brother escaped. Orochi came for his bride. Luckily, she lives. And we have the hammer. Very important. If you're going to go to a different world, you must know the spell Zoom. Very important. Otherwise, you're stuck. Probably go this way. The way, like... Oh. Alright, let's see how he feels about his hammer.
Welcome to my shop. I wish to be of service. What do you require? Pardon? You have brought me the forging hammer? Incredible. Yes, this is it, without a doubt. But how did you? No, you do not need to say. All that matters is that my family's prized possession has returned to me. However can I begin to repay you for such a kindness? Do not worry, I will find a way someday. Legend has it that this hammer was once used to temper a blade most holy. Long, long ago. I just hope I can put it to use for you one day.
I've been able to spend my range of wares thanks to you bringing the hammer. Ah. The Falcon Blade is too weak though, but it hits twice. We already have one of those. Dragon Dojo does. And we might have to go to the bank too. Too much inventory. All right, we are going to come back. Let's see how many more medals we need. We didn't really need it though. Stealth suit, we don't really need that either. All right, let's try this again. Now that we got some more money. Equipped it for the moment. I guess we didn't need as much money as I thought. We'll run into a bank sooner or later. Oh, that the fairy flute might fall into my hands, then might I free Holy Rufus, which is what we're getting ready to do. First, let's finish exploring the area here. I thought so. So with the falcon blade, and you use falcon slice, you hit 4 times actually instead of just 2. So it's weaker, but you also hit more. So I guess it also depends on what you're fighting. Did not learn his last ability yet. Let's see. All right. What's up with the stones? Some barrels. Thorn whip, that's junk. Training togs, which is also junk. Dragon claws. Is that any different than the ones he's got? Dragon bane claws and dragon claws. Nearly as sharp as the dragon's teeth, there's not much these claws can't cut through. It's a shame you can't like equip claws on both hands. And some more junk. All right. Zoom to Rufus's tower. Ooh, is that a trap? Yep, a mimic. It's a trap. Money. Don't really need the money. Alright, we're gonna start to the right first. Raining. Ooh. One stayed.
You're mine. Enough.
Ah! He's confused. and Chosen's confused. I don't have anything for confused.
Brace yourself.
I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, sorry about that. Sometimes my children keep me busy. I have one in public school, one who's homeschooled, and the others, he's 2. All right. So, what is down here? Big empty room and some monsters. All right, nothing there. We have 2 option of doors. This one. We found some extra money. Excuse me. See anything out here? Who's that? Shouldst thou chance to find the fabled fairy flute, pray bear it unto the top of this tower. More than this I cannot say. And they all run away like cowards. See anything else here? Typical, yeah. No, not that. This We got stairs over there, so let's go this way first. Nothing. Who are you? Fear of the rain just chills you to the bone on days like these. Ah, he's actually a monster. I've nothing to say to you. Very well then. Iridia. Think before thou walkest. That is the rule of the fuddling tiles. Thus wilt thou learn to be a hero. Haste befitteth not the great. That must be a hint for up above. Still alive? How? How are they still alive? Somebody kill that thing. And that stupid thing keeps healing it. Those stupid wyverns! I would have killed it if they didn't keep healing it. Take us like out. Yep. Okay. That answers that question. All right, so I don't really see the point on stepping on those things and falling off. So we're gonna go around. We got him. Just gonna avoid that. You know what? The hell with them. Mimic. Stormlord sword. All right, let's see here. 401. This one was 395. I don't think anybody else can put it in the bag. Oh, is there treasure down there? One way to find out. Nothing. Let's do. No, run anyways.
Got you.
Interesting. Okay. All right, guys, that's all the time I got for today, but thank you for coming and watching. We're going to finish off this tower tomorrow. I'll be live again at 12 p.m. And we'll see what we run into. We're supposed to play the flute at the top of the tower for the statue to free Rubus, which I think Rubus is supposed to be the goddess. I think we'll find out. Hopefully tomorrow. Excuse me. And then I'm not live on Thursdays, but I'll probably be back on Friday. It's nothing necessarily scheduled for Fridays. It's kind of a random game. Last week we did try the demo for Dragon Quest VII. We didn't really get very far because the beginning of 7 it's a lot of dialogue and walking around and doing this and doing that. You don't even really fight any monsters. So we might get back into Dragon Quest VII this Friday. I got distracted there because I'm looking at where it says live chat and it says service temporarily unavailable. All right, Streamlabs is temporarily unavailable for the chat widget. I guess I'll have to play around with that or something. All right. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see y'all tomorrow.
Clouds tore apart like paper dreams. The ground was soaked with yesterday's screams. Every step feels heavy, slow, but the seeds we bury start to grow. After the storm, the sky breathes wide. After the storm, no place to hide. The light breaks through, the dark has flown. After the storm, we're not alone. The trees still lean, their roots held tight. They whispered truth